What up, Project Zero? This is my little tutorial for you on how to mixing for my techniques of mixing. Tip number one: always have a pack of cigarettes because if you're doing a full track and you're mixing other people's volumes too, it takes a long time. All right, what I did here is I just went ahead and took the beat I made for Cocky and real quick recorded the verse for Cocky. I didn't do dubs because whatever I do for my verse, I do the same thing for dubs, or sometimes I'll add different effects to it to make them stand out a little bit, or kind of depending on the mood of the song. Like if it's really haunting, sometime I'll put like a little more reverb or echo on it, or stereo whispers and stuff like that. But first, what you're gonna do, this is a completely raw file that I just recorded, and it's gonna be low. You probably can't even hear it right now. Always record your vocals low because it's easier to boost your volume than it is to lower it. Once it comes in at such a volume, it starts to distort, and once that happens, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So we're gonna go ahead and select this. This is your edit mode. This is your multi-track mode. Click the screen button up here. This is your edit mode. Or you can just double click the beat, that brings it in there. Double click the track, that brings it in there. Double click to highlight the whole thing. First thing I do is a lot of this stuff is presets that I use. So we'll go into amplify, center wave, click OK, center wave the whole thing. Then dynamics processing. What I used to do is I used to use heavy master limit, but I learned that this -24 very fast attack sounds way better. So we're gonna do that. There are some parts, some things that are presets, but you'll have to kind of fuck with them a little bit. We'll go into FTT filter. It's already on mine. We'll go gentle and wide. Apply that. Graphic equalizer, split clear, go that. Then we'll skip down to parametric equalizer. Now this is kind of this is debatable. Some people like to use it, some people don't. I used to use R&B groove and kind of fuck with this up here a little bit, but we'll do loudness. Some people kind of makes their S's stand out a lot more, but if you got the diamond, the Waves diamond bundle, that means you've got a de-esser, so we'll be able to fix that. And I'll show you that too. So we're gonna put on loudness, and then we have in our quick filter we have bass boost and flat. Now I go with flat because I have a deeper voice already. My voice is pretty thick, so I don't want to give it any more bass than I already have. So I usually keep it at flat. Okay. And once we've done that, we're going to go into our DirectX and our waves. Now in our waves, first thing we want to do is go down to Q2 paragraphic EQ. We're going to open that, go down to bandmaster EQ. Apply this. Then we're going to go down to, let's see, where are you? Oh, right here. I'm stupid. Ultra pitch. We're going to bring the droplets for that. Go to 3 voice. Then we're going to go all the way down to ultra pitch full reset. And apply that. Then down to X hum. Now this, it kind of depends on person to person. Sometimes you want to just kind of pick one and listen to it, hit preview, and find which one best fits your voice. I usually use remove rumble and DC for mine. And I'll go. That's completely up to you. You want to listen to? There's only like 5 presets. Just go ahead and go through them and see which one you think sounds best. That's kind of a to taste sort of thing. It's what you think you like. Now we're going to go all the way back up to C4. And then we're going to do, where are you? Rumble and hiss reducer. And apply that. Now before I go to C1 and compress, what I do is I go down to R de-esser, our Renaissance de-esser. And here is kind of a thing where it depends on person to person. I'll go to usually male de-esser wide, and then I'll slide this up a little bit and then give it a listen because I don't want to lay it on too thick. And this is going to cut your high end, make your S's not so sharp. Okay, I like that, so I'm going to put that on there. You just kind of want to play around with it a little bit. Now we're going to go back up to C1 and compression, and then go down to classic compressor, and this is going to compress it real nicely. Okay, and then after that we're pretty much done with waves, and there's only two more things to do. We'll go back to amplitude. We're going to hard limiting. Now this is one of those things you're going to change. This doesn't have presets, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to change this to negative 6.5 decibels and this to 1.8 decibels, and this should already be 7 and this should be already 100, but you want negative 6.5 and 1.8 here, and then we're going to add that, and then we're going to go to normalize. And this is another thing you're gonna have to change. I think it usually starts at 100. Go ahead and put it at, this is kind of a, you know, your decision sort of thing. Usually I like to keep it at 60%. Now what this is gonna do is it's going to normalize your vocals and put them back at a volume without distorting it. It's going to boost your vocals without distorting it. So, and this doesn't stack, which means if I put 60% now and I don't like it and want to put 30% later, because I want 90%, it's just going to put it at 30%. So if you put it at 60%, decide you want it at 90%, just put in 90%. And we're going to hit OK. And I got people all over the place. Okay, now that's basically done. We're going to give this a listen. You can still adjust the volume right here. This is just click, hold, drag down, drag up. And this is your volume in decibels. And I keep it at 0 right now. Here's your pan. Don't even worry about that. We're going to listen to this. Turn this up.
Project Zero. This is how you do it. Hit the gas, speed pass in the street, back, speed drags, even ash at your feet, mash when they see the green flash into me, match with the need to be the last in the lead, passionately attacking the pulse of factions. I'm the baddest master with kicking ass like a whiplash and assassin.
And you're talking to me right now too. Now you're basically going to do the same thing with your dubs. I didn't go bother doing it because it's going to take forever. I kind of wanted to keep this under 10 minutes, and we're already at 9 minutes. So just real quick before I end this, what also I like to do is I like to go through here and find my where I take breaths.
Feed mash with feed mash when they see the.
And usually your breath, see, like right here, this is an intake of breath right here. And they're pretty, the waves for your breaths are pretty distinguishable. And I don't like to cut them out, but what I will do is go into amplify and do a 10 decibel cut first and see how low that goes. Make it less noticeable, but not completely cut it out because then it sounds unnatural. See, that's a lot better. I might cut it another 3 decibels. That's 3 dB boost, 3 dB cut. There we go. And just go through and look for all those little parts. Let's I don't think this is one. Yep, that's one. Amplify, we'll go ahead and just put -13 decibels. Okay, so now it's going to be, it just sounds a lot more natural, less robotic. And so when we go into that, we'll find where those breaths were and listen to that with the beat. See, sounds a lot better that way. Alright, well that's about it. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'll try to, because I went through it kind of fast, I want to keep it under 10 minutes so I can put it on YouTube, and I'm already at 10:38. So,
Zero.
I will talk to you later. Hope this helped.
Hit the gas, speed passing the street, backseat drags, even ash at your feet, mash when I see the green flash, and me match with the need to be the last in the lead, passionately.